Uh, Feels like it's been a long time since we played, but it's only been a week, and that's
Yeah.
Yeah,
our normal time.
that news
Right?
cycle.
That news cycle is that what you said?
Yeah, non-stop.
Yeah. So I'm really pumped. I'm excited. Um, just a quick couple of announcements before we jump right into the game. Welcome to Tabletop Bob. I'm Bob, and this is my brave group of adventurers for the Icewind Dale Rime of the Frost Maiden campaign. Yeah, there we go. And just in case you missed it, because I know it was everyone was talking about it. On Sunday, we had a new campaign start. It's going to be a once a month, one shot horror themed campaign called Supernatural 20. The group played on Sunday night. We were all dressed in costume. I unfortunately still have my costume. It's right there. It was epic. So I suggest you go check that out if you have if you want to see a one shot horror game. It is on YouTube on Tabletop Bob. I will leave a link in this video when we're done. Okay, so everybody, let's get back to Icewind Dale. I think we've had CJ, and last week, if we count it, Joey, recapped where we're at. Why don't we have Stefano? Why don't you tell us this week
All right.
what we did?
So, at the start, we were kind of in the middle of heading over to Kelvin's Cairn. Well, Cairn Koenig first to find Garrett. And we went to Triglio, a survival store, where we spoke with Justin and we bought some winter gear, including some crampons, goggles. Some of us got hoods and snowshoes. And then on our way to Cairn Koenig, we ran into it was like a faceless, light, undead creature, like light coming out of its face, undead creature in the snow that was pretty tough. Also, Justin lent us a bunch of dogs, and I was trying to make sure those dogs stayed alive because it would be very expensive for us if we lost any of them.
Yeah.
We kind of made it out by the skin of our teeth. A couple of us almost didn't make it out there. And when we arrived at Cairn Koenig, which is kind of a very small town compared to Trogus? Is it Trovis?
Argus.
Targus?
Targus.
You're thinking of the leader of Cairn Koenig, Trovis.
Right. Well, once we got to Cairn Koenig, we actually ran into the leader of the speaker, Trovis, who was Silver Dragonborn. He was a little drunk, but a pretty friendly guy. And we were informed that there is a lantern called the Northern Light. No, is it at the Northern Light?
The Northern Light is the name of the
inn. Well, they have a magic lantern that was stolen, and a couple other things were stolen, like a sack of pearls from the Frozen Far expeditions. So we actually stopped in at the Northern Light, and we met Corey and Alice, who are
Allie. Let's not be so formal.
Okay. Corey and Allie. And we found out that there were some tracks headed to Kelvin's Cairn. We also found out that the lantern changes color. And we also stopped at the Frozen Far expeditions, where we met a Tennis Swift, who's the proprietor, and Jarthra. And they know Garrett pretty well, and they seemed pretty worried when Garrett hadn't come back. And I think Jarthra is coming on the expedition with us.
Yes, Jarthra.
Right?
Yep, Jarthra is coming with you. Yep.
So our next stop is to go to Kelvin's Cairn to try to find Garrett, as well as this lantern, and maybe find out why these things were stolen, but mostly just to save Garrett.
Right.
And
Exactly.
I gave everyone a rousing speech in the morning about how I killed an octopus with 8 dwarves and gave everyone 5 temporary hit points.
Hey, you know what? Your what's the ability called again? Oh, it's escaped my mind.
It is called.
Why can I think of it? You
Shoot.
use it every day.
I wrote it down somewhere, and it's gone.
Okay. Well,
Is it called bardic
inspiration?
something?
I think it's called inspirational leader.
yeah, that
Yeah.
has come in handy every day so far.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's the
I'm gonna-
reason you weren't TPK'd when you fought Sefik in Targus.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep using it as long as it's helpful for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So with that in mind, let's jump right in. So I believe at the end of last session, you said that you were going to leave early in the morning so that you would get to Kelvin's Cairn with daylight at the start of daylight, so that way you can take advantage of all the aurora giving you light. So let's begin. Okay, so in the morning you wake up. You decided to leave around 8 a.m. so that you would get to Kelvin's Cairn, the summit. You'd get there or the base camp, I should say. You should get there at about 10 o'clock. That's when the light will begin. Is that still the plan?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you pack up your sled, you ready the dogs, and you get Boy strapped in. He's leading the pack. And I need some survival checks. So since Jarthra is there and she is very familiar with expeditions to Kelvin's Cairn, I'm not even going to have you make a survival check to get to the location. It's very obvious with her and Everard that you can get there. But we do need survival or Constitution saving throws for the cold. So I'm going to need, for now, 1 on the way there.
Oh, crap.
Check.
I already rolled that.
Oof.
Oh,
Okay, so
Are
I
you
hear
still
some
exhausted,
groans. I hear some
Rogar?
groans.
yeah. How many? Do I still have 2 levels of exhaustion?
Well, you all just took a full rest.
So you should be
And then 1, but I just rolled a 6. Right?
at disadvantage on ability, but
Remember,
not.
this is not an ability check.
This is a
Joey.
saving
This is
throw, so
saving
you
throw.
don't. You can have another roll because you would get
Yeah.
advantage.
Oh, I would get advantage. Oh,
Yeah.
I rolled initially with advantage.
You normally roll with advantage for your cold weather clothing. Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
so
no, yeah.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah, you rolled a 19. You're good.
Oh, you did roll first. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're fine, Joe. By the
Edmund's
way,
looking a little chilly.
yeah. By the way, if you roll by accident with advantage, we always should just take the first. The first option.
The one to the left.
But only if it's by accident. That was advantage
Yeah,
on
if
purpose.
it's by accident. If you happen to roll and you needed to roll only 1 dice, we would take the 2 in that case. But
Okay.
you do have advantage because
Do people
you're
see that on
color
the stream?
clothing.
Did
Say
people
it
see
again?
which one is the first one?
If you didn't have advantage, yes, we would just use that 2 instead. Okay?
Oh,
But you
yeah.
do have advantage because a saving throw is not brought down by the first level of exhaustion. It's just ability checks. So you're good. So you pass, Everard passes, Flair passes, Edmund Brycene.
Hmm.
Not a friend to the cold, I see.
Feeling a little chilly.
Did not.
All right. Well, Edmund, now you're just as cold as Rogal. You've caught up. So, okay.
Exhaustion level 1.
Exhaustion level 1. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So, Jarthra leads you to the area that she believes would be a familiar spot that she knows Garrett usually goes to. But there are a couple of options. There's a couple of ways to ascend the mountain. So what we'll do is we will do a group survival check. Everybody is going to kind of spread out a little bit, look for base camp that was left there. So everyone, even if you're trained or not, you can give me a survival check now that you're all exhausted.
Don't forget to untoggle advantage.
Yeah, untoggle your advantage here.
And
Actually, they need
that's
disadvantage,
disadvantage if you're
Oh
exhausted.
yeah, actually
Yeah.
that's true.
so it's
Even
totally
worse.
fine if you roll 2.
How does this Zoom thing work?
Big fan of the ones today.
Yeah,
Fan of the
seriously.
ones.
This is with disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
So it's
Yeah.
just going to be the low.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I rolled an 11.
So there are 5 of you. Jarthra, I'm going to count her as a success. Everard got a success. Let's see. Joey, that's a success.
Hey,
Unless you have a... Oh, no, your survival 0. Good, yeah, so it's a success. Edmund's a failure. And Flair is a failure. But still, majority. So you're going to end up spending another hour out in the area, the base, where the base camps could possibly be, searching for Garrett's tent. You are successful, but everybody needs to give me another Constitution saving throw for wandering around in the cold. All right, so Edmund, you're good that time.
I'm getting used to it.
You do get advantage there, Everard.
wait, so what happens to the people who succeeded the
They found the base camp. Yeah. So it was a success. It just took you another hour rather than, There's a success. Look at that, Joey. Beautiful. All right. Did anybody fail the DC 10 for cold? I don't think so this time. I'm looking at the. Okay. All right. All right. So I'm going to read you, Kelvin's Cairn. You see 2 tents pitched in the snow near an icy outcropping that acts as a natural windbreaker. Between the tents is an overturned sled, and still harnessed to the sled are 5 dogs. When they see you, they begin to howl. Okay.
hello. I like crouch down and I'm like snapping my fingers and like, hello, come here. Oochie boo. Is that an animal handling check?
Yeah. Yeah, but
Should I make one?
you could. What are you attempting to do?
Just trying to calm them down. I don't have anything on me to like.
Okay.
Gotta
Right.
like try and grab their attention.
So you don't have food, but you're giving them, pets and scratches.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Disadvantage animal handling. Here.
3.
Out of
Impressive.
curiosity, are you proficient in animal handling?
No.
Okay.
It was just my character would
Actually-
do.
Just give me 1 second. I'm actually going to turn off the. Yeah, I'm going to turn off
The character
the.
just approaches
lighting
everybody
sensor.
and says hello.
All
Yeah.
5 dogs attack you.
Like, no, don't.
The guy with the blue eyes, he's like, hello, do you know me? The glowy face guy in the middle of the wilderness, he's like, hello, hi,
Hello.
hello, can I help you?
Yeah.
And these dogs are like
You're
walking up to like random dogs, hello, how are you?
yeah. You're honestly you're actually pretty like the scariest thing they've probably seen here.
I want to look at Boy. What's Boy doing?
Yeah, Boy is definitely excited to see the pack. He recognizes them. You can tell this is his crew. Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you to place yourselves on the map. I'm gonna switch to. Okay. So you should only see a rectangle at the bottom right. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So place yourselves there.
Bottom right there.
Yeah, the bottom right. Bottom right. Yeah.
All right.
The whole map.
Do you see base camp where it says on the map there?
No.
No? Okay.
Oh, the bottom right. There's something
bottom
shown
right.
on the top right, which I put myself in.
At the bottom right,
So I shall move myself down to
right here.
the
Do you
bottom.
see
I
where it
got I
says
got
base camp, or no? Is that just my view?
It does
That's
not.
just-
say
that's
base
just-
camp, it
yeah.
says-
Gotcha.
Here we go.
Do that.
Maybe you want to move yourself down here. Or Bobby can try and move you too.
Ah, it's on the map view, I believe. No, it's not. Apparently, it's not.
I don't see anyone else's character.
Yeah, because you're in
Oh, that rectangle.
join the rest of us, Rogal? Or did you?
I was
run
so
away?
confident. I was like, oh no, I'm here. Where the hell are you guys?
Oh, God. I saw someone up here. I thought I'd say hi to them. Hello.
Where are the dogs over here?
So right there, the X I just drew, that is the base camp. Presumably Garrett's base camp. Okay? All right.
So,
Yeah,
Rogal,
so-
you would be closer to that than the rest of us because you're going towards the dogs.
Right.
Oh yeah.
So Joey, when you approach the dogs, because you rolled so low, you're very awkward and you're exhausted after searching for this camp for an hour. The wolves or the dogs all bark at you, and they kind of like nip at you if you were go to pet them, so they don't really want you near them. But once Boy, like Andrew was saying, once Boy comes in to the picture, and the other sled dogs, they seem at ease and they're more friendly, and they will let you pet them eventually. Okay. All right. Jarthra, the dwarf scout, says to you that this is definitely Garrett's pack here. I recognize these dogs and the sleigh. Must have set up camp here.
Can I search around for any signs of struggle? Any sort of like blood or footprints that would look like there was a fight here?
Yeah, you can give me a perception check.
Would I have been able to spend 10 minutes of time while we were searching to cast Detect Magic?
Sure.
Disadvantage? No, 3. I am really good at rolling 3s today.
When you're exhausted, yeah. So, Stefano, tell me, when would you have cast Detect Magic within that hour? Would you want to randomize it?
I mean, I would want to. Essentially, I want it to go off when we start moving.
Right. So, do you want to
'Cause,
start casting it now, or do you want to have casted like half an hour ago, or?
Oh no, I want to start casting it like now.
Oh, okay.
Right now.
So
Yeah.
you'll start your, you'll start it now. It's a ritual, or is it?
It's
It's
a
just-
ritual.
Yeah. So take the 10 minutes right now while CJ is inspecting and they're talking with the dogs, petting the dogs. CJ, you don't find any signs of struggle, but when you look at the sleigh, you do notice that under the sled are 2 small crates. One is empty. It looks like it has the leftovers of provisions. And the other one has provisions full enough for 4 people for 3 days.
Okay. I'm gonna open up the one that's like already open and search for like any of the food for the dogs and kind of tell the 2 that are petting and playing with the dogs that I've got food here for the dogs.
Sure.
You want to calm them down more.
I walk over to where Edmund is, and I help him pry open the crates. My strength.
And you said how many days worth of provisions? In
3
the second
days
crate?
for 4 people.
4 people and I'm sorry, how many days?
3 days for 4 people.
Okay. Rather interesting that they would leave these provisions behind. They were planning on being here for quite a while, it would seem.
I doubt it was intentional.
Yes, but with no signs of a struggle, it's hard to tell what might have happened to them here.
Let's look around for tracks. I want to look around for tracks, especially as the Goliath, because Goliaths are one of my favorite enemies. So I
I
have
already looked, there's nothing around.
no tracks.
Nothing. I looked as hard as I could.
I'm
Perhaps
looking.
perhaps how we look.
I
So-
trust the ranger.
So you will get, because they're your favorite enemy.
Yeah,
you
them
di-
and orcs.
them and orcs. Okay.
Mhm.
So you're going to get advantage because Jarthra is going to also look for tracks with you. So you'll get that.
Yeah.
And I believe your favorite enemy doubles your proficiency bonus, right? Is that what it was?
No, it gives me advantage.
Oh, okay. Okay. Then you can do it yourself, and Jarthra will start looking to see if she can discern a good route.
I got 20.
A 20.
Everard,
Go ahead.
I simply hope that you don't consider all Goliath's enemies. I just, like, as a Rawls.
Well, he didn't say that out loud. Actually, did you say it out loud? I don't know.
Oh, did he say it? Oh, yeah, did he not?
I don't know.
Oh, huh.
I have preference
I
on
truly
tracking
don't know.
Goliaths, and I fought them in the past, but they're not all my enemy. Orcs, on the other hand, I despise. I will kill orcs
On
wherever
site?
I find them.
Wow.
I've met a few nice
Useless,
orcs.
disgusting race.
Wow.
Oh.
No such thing as a night elf, if you ask me.
That is a bold statement there.
I look up the mountain and I'm like, so we're gonna climb that thing, right?
Rogal finds any excuse to get out of this conversation. Dark undertones going on.
Yeah, I think Dungeons and Dragons is trying to avoid that as well. Currently. Their new book kind of tells you that. So, yeah. Well, yes. Jarthra says, "Oh, we're gonna climb it. We're gonna find Garrett. We'll find him."
I point at my shoes and I say, "These," and then I pick up the crampons and I say, "Or these."
She suggests for the moment you wear the snowshoes. Okay.
Okay.
You're 20, Everard, on your survival check. You do see footprints, but once they start to, go up into the mountain at any elevation, maybe a few hundred feet, you lose them quickly. It looks like the wind has dusted over all the tracks pretty well.
I see footprints. They go up the mountain.
Yeah.
We should track them.
Jarthra, her survival check was good enough to know that there is a path from this base camp. Garrett has probably used it before. She's used it before. So even if we can't find tracks, she can lead you along this route. Okay? And I'm actually going to bring it to... Yeah, I'm going to bring it to the front now. Do you see that dotted line?
Ah.
All right. So as we go, I'm going to reveal areas that you might see. Just because this is the route does not mean it's exactly where you have to go. And as we go to each location, I'll give you a description of what you see and some options that you could take. Okay? All right.
I think we should take the route.
Yeah. For now, especially. Yeah. Okay. So starting the ascent. Traveling through mountains is pretty challenging, even for experienced survivalists, even for people who are leaders of expeditions like Jarthra. So everyone is going to have to take the group is going to have to make a survival check, with most likely Andrew being the one leading the group. Jarthra will lead if you want her to, but she's there to guide you. So I think you should make the checks, and she'll give you advantage. And when you go, some things could happen depending on what you get on your check. All right?
I make a check now.
Yep, and you have advantage because Jarthra is with you.
14.
Total of 14? Okay.
Mhm.
Whoops. Hold on. Sorry.
Can you use Can you use bardic inspiration on stuff like this?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could.
And it lasts for an hour. So, and you could choose. I think you could choose to use it after the roll as well. I'll double check on that right now.
Before you know it's a success, but
Yeah,
before...
but after the roll.
Yeah, I think you can. Okay. So with a 14, you are able to find the path, continue, stay on it, not deviate, and you head through the howling wind and blowing snow and slippery ice and make your climb treacherous. Ahead of you, you see 4 mountain goats perched on a large rock formation around which you must navigate. So you see these 4 goats on a large rock formation ahead of you. Ah.
Why do we care about goats?
Remember, there were goats missing from the village. We were told that goats were missing. Perhaps these are the goats that have gone missing.
Well, they could replace the missing goats.
Rogal, approach the goats. Greet them.
I greet the goats. This time I want to come off as nice as possible. Can I possibly use my charisma?
For animal handling, you gonna butter them up? You gonna butter these up?
I'm not gonna eat you. I'm not gonna.
I want to persuade these animals.
So this dragon creature that's approaching is not going to eat these goats, and you're gonna tell them otherwise. Can you speak with animals?
Someone give me speak. No, I don't.
No.
All right. Yeah, I guess an animal handling check.
Yeah.
With disadvantage.
You don't have to do that though. You totally can if that's your character would do. It's fine.
I mean, yeah. I think I would
right,
go and approach the goats.
Yeah.
So I approach the goats.
Edmund is
my
definitely
goal is
egging
to
on
just
to do it.
make sure they don't run away
Okay.
or hit me.
Sure. Give me a. Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Good one.
Not bad. Yeah, so when you approach them, they're kind of indifferent. They let you walk around them. They don't seem hostile. They bleat loudly as you approach, but other than that, they're just making typical goat noises. Yeah.
Can I check to see if they have any collars or tags or anything?
You can. You don't need to make any roll or anything. They don't have any markings like that. No, they look like they are wild goats.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of them are climbing up those steep rock faces that you're going in between, and they're kind of just roaming. Yeah.
I turn to my companions and I ask them, "How much food do we have?"
Oh,
We've
yeah,
got 3
provisions.
days worth of provisions back at the base camp.
I say we leave the goats.
Mm-mm. Good idea. And I join back with the group.
Okay. So, do you give them any food?
The goats?
Yeah.
Oh no, I was asking. For the record, I was asking the crew if we should eat the goats.
I knew that's where you were going.
He was asking if he should turn them into food as
So
opposed
this
to
wasn't
give them
about
food.
getting goat friends. It was about potentially eating these goats, luring them. I see.
I'm looking at their eyes. Is there any tinge of blue in their eyes?
No tinge of blue.
Yeah.
But as you're debating over whether you have enough food or not, the goats all perk up, look around, and start to ascend into the mountain. They're running in the same general direction, but they're kind of going their own way. They start to run up the mountain, up the cliff face.
I want to look
and
behind
to
me
the
at what
west.
might.
It's fine back here.
I want to look behind me at what might have startled the goats.
Sure. Give me a perception check. Boy also perks his ears up.
13.
Yeah, you look around, you don't see anything. Nothing behind you. The steep rock face to your right is, you see up as far as you can, and there's nothing. Yeah.
No, yeah, let's keep
We
going.
move.
I'm assuming I'm not getting any magic vibes.
No, detect magic is not pinging anything. No.
Uh,
No.
I fear an avalanche. We should probably move.
Post haste.
Yeah.
Keep us alive, Everard, the Everhard, the
So give me
greatest
another.
mountaineer that ever lived. And you get bardic inspiration.
Oh, look at that.
No,
Give me
cool.
another survival check to continue up the mountain.
Do we get advantage? Yeah.
Yep. Jarthra agrees with Edmund and says we should get moving in case that's the case. All right, an 18. All right, so you start to head up, but after getting to the next past the goats, you do start to feel the ground beneath you start to shake. So because you got so well on the survival check, I am going to give you some bonuses in this next scene here. So hundreds of feet up the mountain, as you come to a glistening white expanse of packed snow, you get about halfway across it when you hear a loud crack from higher up the mountain, followed by the rumbling noise as the ground starts to shake. An avalanche is headed your way.
Told you it was an avalanche.
So you see,
I
there's a
told you
200
all. You didn't listen.
You
No,
forgot
you
to
did.
wink. You didn't
Oh.
wink. I didn't
Wait,
believe
you did
you.
listen.
They
Damn
did
it.
listen. They did listen.
It's gonna be an
And,
avalanche.
yeah, and because Everard rolled so high on the survival check, you're going to have some nice bonuses. So kudos to you too. So here's the deal. You have a 200-foot wide, 100-foot long, about this, huge blanket of snow. You see it coming from up on the mountain. We're going to run this event as a skill challenge. So the way it's going to work, and I'll explain it to you. I have my notes here. So we're going to do this as a very quick, kind of fast-paced thing. You're going to roll 3 skills. I will allow you to interchange them for something that I would deem appropriate. But one is going to be a perception check to notice areas within the avalanche that would be safe, the safest direction to move. Then a survival check to, notice in your surroundings if there's anything you can latch onto, anything to hide behind that would protect you, or if you can get to a safe spot. And then the last one is going to be a strength check, depending on how well those other ones go, to avoid being buried under snow. So we'll start with the first round. It's
Can I
going to
get
be perception checks.
Can I give people advantage as it's my preferred terrain?
So I was going to suggest that because you decided to move and not linger, that you would all have advantage on these checks.
Got it.
But what does your favorite terrain give you other than advantage? Nothing for this. It's more for travel, right? It's more for like getting places faster, right?
When you make an intelligence or wisdom check related to your favorite terrain, your proficiency bonus is doubled if you're using a skill that you're proficient in.
You
I would
will
be able to
get
double
those bonuses.
survival.
So you will get those bonuses, yes.
And
Yeah.
So I can double survivor and wisdom and
Yeah,
perception.
You
Okay,
will
great.
be able to do that. Yep. Okay. All right.
Question.
Yeah.
Would I be able to use dexterity to avoid instead of strength to try to not be buried?
I as well would like to know that.
So if the first two fail, you're going to get buried and it's going to be strength.
I see.
But
Got it.
if the other two, it's going to be hard for you to dodge when you're getting covered, right? It's basically covering this whole huge area. So let's
Totally
start with the
understand.
perception checks. Yeah.
And this is with advantage.
With advantage because you all moved ahead and you're kind of further along the end of this avalanche's path.
Okay. That's just a normal roll because I have this.
Yep, so perception. Edmund, that's a success. Flair, that is a success. Everard, that's a success. And we're just missing Rogal.
He's still talking to the goats.
I'm rolling for Jarthra. Ooh, Jarthra. Okay, so Jarthra fails, but all of you succeed. So the avalanche has started to come down, and you all recognize, exactly where the end of the avalanche is, and you start booking it further west. Jarthra, for some reason, maybe she's her concern for Garrett.
Our
She's
guide.
distracted. Yeah. And she gets that kind of a late jump on noticing where the end of the avalanche is. So you're running towards the end of it, and she kind of gets flat-footed. Now give me a survival check to see if there's, looking at the terrain, better routes, things to hide behind, rocks, trees to grab onto.
Sorry, what was the check?
Survival with advantage.
Well, you have normal, Joey.
Yeah, you would have normal because of
Us exhausted people.
yeah.
Where? Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah, so Flare, that's going to be a failure.
Yeah.
For Everard, it's a 12. Is that what it is?
12, yeah.
So that's going to be a success. Joey, success. Edmund, a success. So, Flare, you fail. So, I want you to describe to me. So, everybody else is going to get clear. You make it to the edge of the avalanche. The avalanche is going to miss you. Flare, you're getting pounded by snow now. Give me something that you might do. I know you said you wanted to do Dex, so give me a reason why you would be able to use Dex as opposed to Strength.
Better at it.
Well, I would say
I have higher numbers.
since I was able to notice that it was coming,
Yeah.
I'm not good with latching onto things. I was probably fumbling with my pythons and like all those things, and then I just started running in the direction where the snow wasn't.
Okay, so you were running full speed, but the snow kind of caught up to you. You took a bad angle when you got your survival check, so you were running, kind of more away from it rather than to the side. And so now you're stuck. There are some trees. I would say you could take a dexterity or an acrobatics check to perhaps, I don't know, duck behind a tree rather than holding on to something to prevent yourself from being buried.
All
I would say
I'm,
that's
I'm
fine.
I'm taking a final leap of faith by
There you
this
go.
tree to try to dodge the snow
Sure.
while
go
everyone
ahead.
else latched onto something.
Okay.
I'm assuming no advantage on this though.
No, so this would be regular, just a acrobatics check.
Oh, here we go. Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
So you kind of do a quick tumble, you get behind a tree, and even though you are buried, you're getting buried with the avalanche, the tree is taking most of the force, and it's easy for you to feel for how to get out because you're right behind the tree. So you're going to spend maybe 10 minutes just kind of pulling yourself out of the snow. Okay?
Okay, so detect magic is gone. Yeah, it only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
there you go. There's my
All right.
there's the bane or the consequence.
So it's not so bad. You don't get hurt, and you're not buried without having to have people dig you out. But you managed to get to the top there. I'm gonna roll for Jarthra because I forgot to roll for her before. So Jarthra is gonna get 18. So she does pass her survival check, and then I'm gonna give her a strength check to avoid getting buried. She's gonna hold on to some rocks. Okay. So Jarthra does get buried. She has 2 failures, and you only had 1. So she gets buried. So at the end of this avalanche, once it's gone, Boy and the group, they get out. Stefano, you're able to get Flare out. He's able to get out himself, and you can all regroup now. But Jarthra is missing.
Oh, nothing we can do.
We can have a wee look around for Jafra.
Yeah,
Yes. I suppose we could do that.
The dog boy might be able to find the
I'm
scent.
like digging out. Did anyone see Jarthra?
Yeah.
Ah,
So
good idea. We should probably try and help our guide.
yeah.
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 I think we should look.
I'm gonna try and get to where she was last seen and start
Okay.
shouting for her.
Give me Survival or an insight check. I would say either of those apply.
Could we all do this?
Yeah. Why don't we do a group check? Survival or insight. If we get, I'd say, 2 of you pass, at least half the group.
And I do it with disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's true.
I am proficient, though. So. Damn it.
Ooh, well, that's
Everard passes and Edmund pass. So perfect. 2 out of the 4 pass. Edmund and Everard, you seem to think that there's a spot that she might have been hiding, rocks, outcroppings that she might have hidden behind, and you think you found it. And if you want to, you could dig for 10 minutes to try to find her. Okay.
I think I can dig for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Try and
it's
save
actually,
her.
it's actually
It's like-
very hard to dig.
Seems like
for
a
10
small
minutes.
price to pay to save her.
While the party digs, I will start casting a ritual.
Now, while she's under there, she has very little air. So, time is a factor here. So I'm going to say that took you about a minute to locate the spot. So I'm going to have her make checks. I'm going to do them secretly so that you do not see them.
Hold on, let me just check. I do have a shovel,
Okay,
so
Okay, great.
if that will help,
that will help. Yeah.
I have
Well,
big arms.
I have
think-
a shovel.
I think
my
the shovel will
gear.
make it possible.
Okay,
Okay,
like
so
we're not digging with our hands.
I guess you could, but I think digging with your hands would take forever.
Wait,
takes forever.
wait, is it snow or is it dirt? Or is
It's
it like
snow.
all?
It's snow.
Snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an avalanche. It's not a landslide. It's not a mudslide.
I picked up a snowball. Like, it's not.
All right, so here's what we'll do. I'm going to make rolls for Jartha for every minute that goes by to see if she fails her Constitution saving throw. If she fails the Constitution saving throw, she'll start to suffocate. So for every round that you leave her there, let's dig. So let's go with CJ. It's your shovel. Do you want to be the one digging?
Yeah, I'll no, I don't.
Or I
No.
don't know where he is. Here?
No, I don't want to be the
Rogal?
one digging because I'm exhausted.
I think maybe as it's my favored terrain, I might be especially good at digging in
You
the
have
snow.
We also have a very strong character. But
Ah,
but Everard has the bardic inspiration to add just in case the roll's low.
And I would also be disadvantaged.
That's true.
So maybe Everard.
Give Everard the shovel.
Yeah, give Everard the shovel.
Okay.
I give
All right.
Everard the shovel.
Everard, give me strength check.
strength check. I realized I'm not actually going to get +2 because it's not a wisdom or intelligence based check.
What about athletics?
Yeah, athletics. That's
Can
All right, yeah, that's good. That gives me +5.
Wait, do you have proficiency?
he is.
Yeah.
So can I mean I am also proficient, so can I
Yeah, you
aid?
could. I would say with your dragon claws, you could aid him.
So I'm not sure if I have advantage or not.
You do,
Well,
because
you do
Joey is
now.
also
Okay.
digging.
Okay, so that's 18.
Okay, so you feel like you're making progress. You've dug pretty deep within the first minute, and you think you can even hear her muffled cries from beneath the snow where you're digging. So give me another check for a second round.
21.
All right. You really feel like you found her now. You can definitely hear her, and you think only a few more feet so that she can get some air. Give me one more final check. Yeah. Okay.
22.
She actually has been
Wow.
really good. She's been screaming at you, but still kind of conserving her air. When she knew that you were there, she started to yell louder. So now
You're wasting your hair. Quiet.
well,
Stop
she conserved
shouting.
it.
Breathe shallow.
She conserved it until she saw you coming. So, or felt your presence above her. All right. So for the people who were involved in digging, and Jarthra, I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw. You are sweating underneath your cold weather clothing. And yeah, you exerted yourself pretty well there. So I'm going to need Constitution saving throws.
Idiot for aiding.
No, you're a hero.
Yeah.
Okay, Jarthra's okay.
Advantage?
Everard is okay.
You don't have advantage.
No, I do. It's a saving throw.
It's a saving throw.
Oh, right.
Yeah. You got a nat 20? So 19? That's great.
A nat 19.
A nat 19. So while all this was happening, I was like, "Rah rah, go go go!" And then I started concentrating on casting magic. Detect magic.
Yeah.
I took up the position as site manager and kept instructing you on how to dig better.
All right. So Jarthra thanks you all for saving her life. She can't believe she got caught in an avalanche like that. She's been up here so many times, but with the winter, it's very unpredictable now. Even a typical route up the mountain is treacherous. Okay. All right. So ready to head further? I'm gonna reveal some of the map.
Carry on.
Here's where you saw the goats, and here's where the avalanche occurred.
Not very far at all. We've
Far enough.
barely scratched the surface of this mountain.
There you go.
You might say the tip of the iceberg.
No, it's a cairn.
Tip of the cairn.
Cairn.
So at this point, I take out the pythons that were given to us,
Sure.
and I use that to help me assist me in climbing because I realize that I'm very bad at this.
Not really icy though. It's still snowy.
It's still snowy. Yeah, it's still snowy.
But I don't know what I'm doing, so I take them out anyway.
You take him out, and
Correct.
he takes out pythons, he throws
You
them
don't
in
want
the
to put those
snow.
on yet.
Yeah.
It's snowy, not icy.
I don't know
He's
what I'm doing, so I just take him out.
He's walking on top of the snow with his snowshoes, and he goes up to the mountain wall. And he's like tap 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 tap.
Oh, is this?
Start
I'm
another avalanche.
doing it, guys.
I have a Cairn-based joke.
Oh, yeah,
Okay,
cairn be-
go ahead.
I'm gonna leave no stone unturned.
Oh,
That was fabulous.
that was. Save
need
the
the sound
jokes for
effect.
the bard.
Womp womp womp. All right.
I'm in a
All
good
right,
mood.
so-
I feel heroic.
Another survival check from our leader and stand-up comedian, Everard.
I should be getting +2 for this. I was just realizing because it's my favorite terrain.
Your favorite
Let's see
terrain?
what I got.
There we go.
I got 21 anyway.
Okay. So you head up the mountain a little further, and now you're at more of a sheer cliff face. But as you reach a steep, snow-covered incline, dotted with jagged rocks, lying face down in the snow, barely conscious, is a humanoid in blood-stained, cold-weather clothing. Right about here.
Well,
All
let's
right.
take a look at him.
I say hello.
Yeah. Well,
Is
they're
it a
face
tiefling?
down face down in the snow, covered in blood.
Hello.
Perfect.
All right.
Yes,
yourselves-
Rogar,
Bonjour.
the man.
Place yourselves on the map, please.
Any particular place?
In the middle, doesn't matter really. I'll move
It's
you
all
when
black.
you get on there. Yeah, right there is good. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Whoa, you can see everything.
I still cannot see anything.
Because you didn't put turn your lantern on.
Oh, I'll turn your lantern on.
Turn my lantern on, somebody. I don't know how to do it.
You can't. I can do it. Okay. Do you see now?
I see it. Oh my god. Trees.
Everard, do you see it?
Cool.
No, I can't see anything. I just see darkness.
That's crazy.
You
What is that?
What about now, Everard?
Oh,
All right.
what happened?
So you're it's not night yet. It's actually still light. It's only about maybe noon to 1 o'clock at this point. But there's a lot of things here that can obscure you. There's a rock face that is hard to see over because it's steep and going upward. There's trees. So I wanted to put night here so that it would be better to see, or exactly what you would see. So the figure in the snow is face down. When Rogal runs up to him to say hello, you turn him over, or how do you say hello?
I gesture, I rub his shoulder, push him, and then I eventually flip him over if he doesn't respond.
Yeah, barely responsive, but you hear some moans or some sort of guttural sound coming from him. When you turn him over,
I put my hand on his chest and I give him 3 hit points of lay on hands.
Oh, okay. Oh, very nice of you. You turn him over. You give him 3 hit points. You see this rugged, bearded man. The man looks like he's frozen practically to the bone. He's got his beard has bits of ice fragments in it. He's shivering.
I ask him, what is your name?
He opens his eyes, they're frosted closed, but he opens his eyes, manages to peek out, and he says, "What? Are you real?"
Unfortunately, yes.
He reaches out a hand to feel your face. It's gloved hand, but it's also iced over, and he touches your snout.
Aid him and touching my face.
He says, "My name is Garrett.
Garrett.
I need help."
I yell to the party, guys, I found Garrett. Get over here.
So the rest of the group heads over to Garrett.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I want to be alert to danger.
Okay.
Where's Boy in all this?
Boy's here, and honestly, actually, I should have told you this before. When Joey goes over to see the man, Boy also rushes over with him. And once Joey turns him over, so his face is revealed, Boy starts to lick him too. And so once he sees, "Are you all real?" he feels Joey's face. He also then goes, "Boy, oh, and I knew you'd come back for me."
Well, he didn't do it, not us. But that's not important right now.
This is my dog. This is my dog, Boy. Did he find you?
Yes.
Oh, the most loyal dog. I'm badly hurt.
That's very obvious.
Yeah. He
What?
points down
What
to his
hurt
leg.
you?
He points down.
Can I help him up without hurting him?
You can. So if you kind of prop him up, he lets you do it, but he's in pain as you shuffle him around a little bit, and he grabs for his leg. He grabs for his leg, which you notice is the cold weather clothing is shredded to pieces on his thigh. Not only is it bloody and frozen blood caked all over, but his skin that was revealed is black and clearly frostbitten.
Can I use some lay on hand points to?
So you gave him 3 lay on hand points. So he has hit points, but I'm going to say that this injury is so bad for the moment that just some hit points won't help him. He's going to need to rest and really heal.
Man
He does
can't
have
live on
hit
hit
points,
points alone.
Wait, what'd you say?
Man can't live on hit points alone.
No. This is this is bad.
Garrett, your injuries. What caused these injuries?
And he
You
gets me.
attacked.
I need a blanket. His teeth are chattering. I need warmth.
Quickly get him a blanket.
Who's got a blanket?
Got a blanket.
I awkwardly look at everyone around me.
Jarthra comes up now with a bear skin blanket to put over him.
Oh, thank
The
you.
NPC just so happens to have a blanket.
Well,
This is why we dug her out.
she is a survivalist. She leads expeditions. She would know what to do.
He runs the survival place.
Yeah, exactly. She works at the Frozen Far. So she puts a blanket over him, and she says, "This kind group of adventurers here came looking for you. They talked to Keegan and tracked you down. Once I heard you were in trouble, I had to come too. Couldn't let you die out here." Let me put a character out for Garrett. But you may ask him questions now that he's warming.
What are you doing out here? What happened?
He's injured.
What?
We
Where
know
are
he's
your party?
injured.
Where's the rest of your party, Garrett?
So I was leading a group, as you know, and we were attacked by some Yetis up further beyond the pass there. I started running down the cliff face so the Yeti would follow me and get away from them, and I lost my footing, fell. The Yeti cornered me. I threw myself down the steep climb here, and I don't know why it didn't pursue me, but I got beat up real bad.
That's not good.
Yetis? Those are real?
Oh, they're real.
I too am shocked.
Oh, they're real.
It's very brave of you to try and distract the Yeti by running away as fast as you could. Good thinking.
Well, I couldn't let them take the brunt of it. I knew that I had to distract it some way. And luckily, Boy came and found me, and then I told him to go home, find some help. I didn't even think he would make it back home, but I'll never doubt you again. And he's petting this dog, and
Doubted him?
Do you
Well-
believe that the others in your party have moved on, have made it further up the mountain?
I gotta be honest, the last 2 days have been a blur. I've tried to get further down the mountain, but my legs started to burn. I know it's infected. I don't even want to look at it at this point. I can barely feel.
Oh,
From
it's
the thigh
gross.
down.
Do not look.
This
I can tell you.
this
It's
may seem
disgusting.
this may seem unimportant at the moment, but do you know anything about a color-changing lantern?
What? A lantern? What are you talking about?
When you left on this expedition, was there a color-changing lantern at the Northern Lights?
I don't know. I don't know what the lantern situation was like.
All right. Well, mission accomplished. Let's pick this guy up and let's go back.
I have a healing kit. Would you mind me applying some salves to the wounds?
That would be great. Yes, and I might need some help getting back down.
I use one use of my healing kit to help stabilize his.
Sure, give me a
wounds.
medicine check.
No advantage, right? Just regular.
I think you get advantage if you use the healer's kit, right? I believe
No,
that's what
it just helps me stabilize a creature that's on 0 hit points.
Oh, okay.
I figured I'd want to help him with
Yeah.
it. 18.
Yeah, that's good. You can apply some salve, like you said, to it. He still is going to need to get to some sort of warm place to rest and heal, but for the time being, it gives him some motivation to keep going. So he'll kind of hobble along if someone helps him walk. He says that, but we can't go anywhere until we find my companions.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Should we continue on the mountain? Perhaps we can send Darthra back with him.
Mm-hmm.
And us four, the 3 musketeers and Rogal, can continue up the mountain.
And Boy barks and runs right to Garrett's side again and kind of sits there, and tongue comes out. He's panting. He says he's staying with Garrett.
Yes.
The dog.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now there was a sled that was in working condition at the bottom. Yes.
There was.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great. Jarthra, before you leave us, is there any information you can give us as we travel further up?
the rest of the way up to the summit is steep. You'll need to use your climbing gear here. Yes, those pitons. Okay.
They did give us.
Aha!
Yeah,
We
use
all
them
got the batons. So we have 2 sleds, We have our sled and Garrett's sled. So she could take Garrett back for the urgent treatment, and we could carry on. Or
Exactly.
should we tell her to wait
that would
for
be
us?
fair. Yeah, that would be fair. Yeah.
I think they should come back because we might need both sleds when we get the other.
There's 3 sleds right now.
Oh, there are 3 should be. Good,
Jarthra has her own,
Mhm.
with her 2 dogs, and she has your sled and Garrett's sled. She'll bring Garrett's sled back. She'll leave the small sled and your sled. That's what she.
Even if they
suggests.
betray us and take 2 sleds, we'll still have 1 sled left.
Yeah. Exactly. They're gonna betray you. That's what
I think 2
NPCs
sleds.
do, right?
That's what always happens.
Boy wouldn't let her.
So here's what I need. Everyone's passive perception.
Also, there are Yetis up on the mountain, so be
13.
Perception.
15.
10.
12.
15, Everard?
Yep.
Okay. Anybody else have higher than a 15?
13.
13.
Not higher than 15.
Okay. So, Everard, you and Boy becomes very alert, looking around, starts to growl. So that growl that dogs do, right? They know something's near, but they don't see it. Everard, you feel like you see some sort of ruffling of the trees on the cliff face here. It's hard to see because it's the rocks that are sticking out of the cliff face kind of obscure what's up top there, but you think you've seen these trees kind of move, and it's not from the wind. You think you sense something up there.
I sent something up those trees.
I whip out my axe.
Let me get closer.
I take 2 steps back.
Rogal, go introduce yourself to those trees. Perhaps you should say.
I like bang my shield against the base of the tree, signal whatever it is rustling up there to come down here.
Well, the trees are up on that cliff face. You're not able to get up there. It's like 20 or 30 feet up.
Oh, okay. I shout, "Hello!"
I remain near Garrett.
Okay. All right. So
And
you're
I
not
draw my
surprised. Go ahead, CJ.
Hmm?
Go ahead, CJ.
I said I'm going to draw my sword if Rogal, who's been approaching everyone so kindly, all of a sudden is drawing his axe. Draw my sword.
So, you see at the top here, as it's about to leap off the cliff face down, a very large, white, fluffy, cat-like creature.
Fluffy.
Yeti.
No, it doesn't look like a Yeti to you, but we are going to start combat as it's running down the cliff face. Now, you're not surprised because you heard something up there and you were all alerted and you started to look for it. But this giant cat-like creature is descending the cliff face at very fast pace. So let's jump into combat here. I'm going to roll a d20. Someone from the group roll a d20, and we'll see who goes first. Perfect. So, Edmund, you rolled a 14.
Yeah.
It's whoever does it first here. So, Edmund, you won the roll-off. Discuss with your group what you'd like to do.
Well, Rogal, you're the closest. Or no.
I could
Everard,
try to
believe,
give
is
it
closest.
disadvantage on its first attack.
I mean, I can shoot it with an arrow.
But it's going to attack you next. Like, as whoever goes first, the next thing it's going to do is come off that cliff and attack you.
I can cast Shield of Faith on myself and have a 21 AC, so I'm cool taking the brunt
But
of it.
you're not closest to it. Everard
It's going to
is
attack me.
closest to it.
I mean, I could run in between him and just defend myself, sort of.
Well, if Everard shoots and then runs, maybe it'll go after Rogal.
He's over here with the guy who's bleeding all over his leg. So if this thing smells blood and attacks the thing that's bleeding,
Well, regardless, my plan is to give it disadvantage on an attack,
Well, no one else can.
or attempt to at least.
No one can attack it yet except me because it's too high, right?
Well, I have 60 feet range on Vicious Mockery, and I don't know how wise this fluffy cat is.
All right, so I've got tokens here for a couple of people that I didn't have previously. So we've got Garrett in the middle, boy. Next to him, Jarthra is the scout. Even though that's clearly an elf token, Jarthra is a dwarf. Okay, so let's begin.
Very offensive.
Let's begin.
I'm not going first. I'll let someone else go first.
Okay.
Whoever else you guys can decide.
Okay.
Yeah, Everard, if you want to fall back and then shoot,
Okay.
I can defend you.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll go protect Garrett. And as a bonus action, I'll cast Hunter's Mark on the beast.
Okay, Hunter's Mark.
Which gives me an extra d6 damage.
Yep.
And then I'll shoot a longbow shot.
Remember, you also still have Bardic Inspiration if you choose to use it.
And what do I choose that after I roll?
Yeah, after you roll.
And what
I'll
does
wait
it do?
to let you know if it hits.
I'll put it up on the screen.
Oh, well, I got a 20, so I won't use it.
Yeah,
right
that's good. Nah, that should be good.
Okay, so you kind of step back. You see the
Yep.
cat descending, and you fire an arrow at it. That's a
Yep.
hit.
now. And it hits, I guess, on a 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
And it does 7 plus d6. 10 damage.
10 damage. Got
You
it.
put
Well,
your
you-
dex, right?
Plus your dex, so 13.
13.
Oh, the damage is.
Damage is dex. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 13.
Oh, right, yeah.
Can you
So
imagine if I
13,
said-
you're right. I'm sorry,
Imagine
13.
if I said a 20 didn't hit. You'd all be like
Yeah.
crapping your pants.
Alright, so 13 damage.
Got it. Perfect. All right, so the cat is descending down. It's going to head straight into the group here. It's going to... Yeah, it's going to head here. And it's going to attack Rogal. You look like... Actually, no. It's going to attack Edmund. Yeah, it's going to attack Edmund.
Cool.
And
Oh,
it's
cat person.
run down the hill, so it's going to get a pounce attack on you.
Awesome.
So here's the attack with the claw. All right, you don't see my rolls, right? That's
Nope.
Okay.
AC 14.
Okay, great.
It's so
let's see.
fluffy.
Yeah, so I guess it's not gonna hit you. No, so it tries to hit you, pounces at you, but you dodge out of the way. There's a giant cat now in front of you. I'll show you what they look like. You do see the token though, pretty well.
It's so fluff.
All right, so there's a giant cat in front of you, and it is snarling, trying to pick off Edmund. All right, team, you're up.
I can whack it.
Yeah, go for it.
Go for it. Smite it.
I attack it. I attack it with an attack. Ah, wait, what?
Oh, sorry, I pressed Hunter's Mark. I thought it would show it was cast, but it just rolled something.
It rolled the damage for you.
Alright, axe. Yeah. Oh, wait, what? Shit.
Oh, unfortunately, that's an 8.
Hmm. You rolled with, you toggled the advantage on,
Yeah, I talk about
so we take the first. We take the first one. Yep. So an 8.
Yeah.
8 is not going to hit the cat.
Alright. I cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
That's a spell slot.
There you go. All right. Who's next?
I'm gonna go next because it's next to me. I'm gonna move. Oh man, because I don't want to expose these people, but I'm gonna move 5, 10. Oh,
Wow.
it eats fish. 15. And then as I'm doing this, I'm drawing my other sword. And I'm going to attack once with my short sword, and I have sneak attack because Rogal is right there. 22.
That will hit.
All right, and that's going to do
Ooh.
5 damage.
You hate to see it.
And then I'm going to attack with my other short sword. Or no, I'm not going to use the bonus action to do that. I'm going to bonus action disengage and move 5, 10, 15 more feet away.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Who's kicking our asses?
Do not go yet. CJ, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 10.
10.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's something else in the trees.
Can you see, actually, from your token? I think you can see.
No, I can't.
Oh.
Yes, I can. I can actually see this one. Yeah.
Yeah. He was hiding there. So he's going to insert himself now.
Just barely.
There we go. So we're going to get another cat pouncing on you.
No!
Clever girl.
I then I turn around as I think I'm getting away, and I just see it's like alien, its teeth are just right in my face, and the drool coming off it, and the hot breath in my face, and I'm like,
that's great. So 19 to hit. This one is going to do a total of only 4 slashing damage.
Yes.
However, you do need to give me a a strength saving throw.
Oh my god.
Okay.
oh,
So you fall prone to the ground as it sweeps the leg, and then it's going to do an additional bite attack while you're down.
oh, great, cool. Love when they do that.
And you are going to get hit with a 20. So for this one, the bite, it's 4 piercing damage. You were so lucky. You know, it's fair. You rolled 2 ones for your damage. It's only fair that the creature also rolls 2 ones for its damage. So this creature pounces at you, slaps your legs out from under you, and uses its advantage to, put its big paws on top of you as it bites a chunk out of your shoulder, or
into your shoulder.
Into your shoulder. Your cold weather clothing probably softened the blow a little bit. All right. So now,
4 damage.
Yeah, it was 4 damage. So now everybody sees this other cat come out from behind the trees attacking Edmund, and Edmund's on the ground. Edmund's basically pinned down from this cat. All right, you may act, Claire.
Okay. For the first thing I want to do is I want to yell to Garrett. Are these the Yetis you're speaking of?
Mm-hmm. Garrett says, "Those are crag cats."
Okay, you know what they are.
Yeah.
That's not good.
All right, and then I see the crag cat on Edmund. And I'm like, I'm gonna viciously mock it. I'm like, Edmund, watch out!
Vicious mockery.
Cast vicious mockery on that one to try to give it disadvantage.
Total of 10. So it's gonna fail.
Hey, you got a 1 also.
Well, I'll take
One
the
damage.
1 as long as it gives disadvantage.
Yep, disadvantage. So
And-
go ahead, finish.
If I can, I would like to use my movement to go 5 feet up and see if I could kind of drag Garrett away from this cat.
I'd say you could move half your speed with him. Sure.
So I would try to move Garrett 2 spaces down,
Okay. To there?
and that would use 25 of my movement.
Okay. All right. Boy is going to stay by Garrett's side as well, so I'll just move Boy with him together. He's not gonna let any of the cats go near him. All right. So that's the player's turn. The crag cats have gone. I think who's left?
Jarthra do anything?
Jarthra. Yeah, Jarthra is going to take out her crossbow, and she'll take a shot at a crag cat. It's going to hit the one that's closer, and it's going to do. It's going to do 8 damage to this crag cat here. All right, so she takes out a crossbow, fires a shot, and then spends the rest of her turn moving down with you guys and saying, "Follow me, Garrett." And she'll actually take over for you because she knows that she's supposed to be taking him. So she'll kind of take over for you. She'll grab him to let you free up your hands. Okay? All right, is that the end of the turn for everyone?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. All right, so let's roll for initiative again. 8.
Bam. Oh, there you go.
A 5. Okay. Discuss. The cats are going to go in just a moment.
Fuck. Sorry. That's all I gotta say.
I think we should
Need help?
try to let. Well, we need to let CJ get up.
Yeah. You can assist me because I think the one that's gonna attack Rogal is gonna be occupied. The one that's got me pinned, if it attacks right now, I'm screwed.
It does have disadvantage though.
It does have advantage for
First attack.
That's
Hit
true.
him on the floor.
So it's got regular attacks on me.
Yeah. For the first attack.
For the first attack.
We should.
So
We should really just try and get Edmund the fuck out of there.
well,
Yeah, I think.
Rogal, you worry about the crag cat that's around you. It's Everard and Flair that need to figure out if they can help me.
Yeah, I think I'm fine with this one cat. You guys go.
Okay.
I mean,
All
I
right,
can
so
shoot it, but that's not going to kill it in a
The
turn.
cats are going to go. I'm going to leave it up to fate as to which cat attacks. Evens, it will be the one near Edmund. Odd, it will be the one near Rogal.
On.
Even, Edmund's attack. Edmund's cat.
Darn it.
So the cat there will go first, and it's going to bite you while you're on the floor. So it's going to take regular attack on the first here, which is going to be a 19. It actually does only get one attack. It only gets the extra when it pounces. So the first attack hits with a 19, and it does a total of 11 piercing damage.
I don't think he's surviving that.
Don't forget your bonus hit from the bardic thing. Inspiring talk.
What are you at HP-wise, Edmund? Are you knocked out, or are you still up?
I have 3 HP because
Okay.
of the very helpful, inspiring speech.
Okay. So this cat is again trying to basically tear you out of your cold weather clothes. And Garrett says that be careful. Once they get their prey, they drag it to their lair. All right, group, you're up.
All right, Edmund, you should probably go first.
Well, that cat did already go.
Another cat already attacked, so really,
Well, you don't know if it has legendary actions, CJ.
well, it doesn't have legendary resistance because it would have used it on Vicious Mockery.
Right.
Maybe it's saving it for the real big spells.
Okay.
It's a very tactical cat.
It's a very meta cat. All right. So who'd like to go then? Joey?
I'll go unless the group has a better idea.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can go.
The only thing I would do is I would cast Vicious Mockery on the one that's going after you so that it has disadvantage.
Actually, yeah, that sounds like a really good idea. Actually,
So I will do that.
Vicious Mockery again. Got it. What do you say?
You make a poor pet compared to my friend Boy here. You weirdo.
14.
Pass. It's a pass.
Just passes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 14. Okay. All right. The cat will go. It is going to it is going to go for 5, 10, 15, 20. It's going to go for flare. So, Joey, you can take attack of opportunity with Rogal.
Sure. Just bit my cheek so bad it hurts.
Is that what Rogal says?
Yes. It's very awkward. Nobody understands. Oh. That I don't think that's a hit. 11.
12. Yeah, unfortunately you miss. The cat with its dexterous movement just kind of jukes you out and runs towards what it perceives as the weaker prey.
Damn it.
The cat attacking you though gets a total of 18 to hit you.
That'll hit.
So that'll hit. The claw is going to end up doing 10 slashing damage, and you fall to you take a strength saving throw to prevent yourself from being swept to the floor. Okay,
19.
so it tries to push you down, but you're able to maneuver your legs, get right footing, and you stay up. All right, let's go to the group now.
I can try and save it.
Sure.
Yeah, why don't you try and kill it?
Yeah, I walk over to it. I hit it with my axe. Yeah. Sorry, one sec. Yeah.
There we go.
That's gonna hit.
18.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm gonna cast a Searing Smite.
Okay. That has to be done before the attack, I believe.
Oh, before the attack. All right, so
yeah.
then regular Smite.
Okay. Okay.
That's my second spell slot. Sorry, gotta. And then I had 2d8.
Total of 9 plus your strength?
Yeah.
No. 9 plus your damage of the weapon was 5, so it's actually going to end up being 14 plus your strength?
Well,
Yeah.
it would. Yeah.
Yeah. You're more than enough to kill it.
So 18.
Yeah, more than enough to kill it. So you slash the cat, it falls to the floor. Who's left in your group? Everard?
I can go. 5, 10. Oh, I see it now. 15, 20, 25, 30. I try and help. Edmund. I'll just shoot it with an arrow.
Sure.
End of my move. I'm tempted to go for a trick shot, but I've only got +2, so I'm going to go for a standard shot.
Oh!
Oh dear.
Oh.
I twang my bow. My bowstring hits the arm as it comes through, and I'm like, "Oh, schoolboy!" The arrow misses Edmund by about this much.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Anybody else need to go? If that's everybody's turn.
Oh, and I
Edmund.
transferred Hunter's Mark to him, my bonus action.
Sure. Edmund, you're up.
I get to attack. So I'm gonna try. I'm prone, and I attack melee. I don't have disadvantage. It doesn't do anything. That doesn't affect me, right?
It's ranged, yeah. Correct.
Only ranged attacks.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack it with my short sword. It's gonna miss. And then again with my offhand short sword. Is a 14 hit?
A 14 hits, yes.
Okay. Oh, it's not a sneak attack though. So it's only 5 damage.
Okay, 5 damage. So just really looking at prone though, an attack roll against the creature has advantage if you're within 5 feet of it. So basically, yeah. So it's for it to attack you is what it would be disadvantage for anything else than a melee attack.
Okay.
Can you
So
stand up now? How do you stand up if you're prone?
stand up. I'm going to use 15 feet. Use half your movement to stand
Half
up.
your
Okay.
movement. Yep.
So I'm going to stand up now for 15 feet of my movement.
Oh, I'm sorry. You do have disadvantage. You probably could have stood up first then.
Yeah, I mean, I could. It
Yeah.
really didn't.
You
matter.
do
I
have
don't think it
you do have
matter.
disadvantage. You
Order?
have disadvantage on attack rolls, and the creature that's attacking you has advantage if they're in 5 feet.
Okay. So then I would set up first.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Half my movement for 15 feet.
And you did 5 damage to it, right?
And then now I'm just standing there with this thing still snarling and with its teeth.
Yep. So it's going to take a swipe at you. With its... Actually, it will try to bite you still because you're still there near it. It will still try to bite you. So the cat, sees its friend, or its hunting partner, I should say, go down. It's going to try to bite you one last time. It does get a 20 on it, so I think it's going to knock you down with a total of 11 piercing damage. And then it's going to try to... It grabs you with its mouth and starts to drag you away, seeming to want to get away from this combat. And it drags you through the trees with it. Your limp body dragging by a leg, creating a path of bloody snow as it drags away from the group. Right. Oh, we didn't roll for initiative for that round. That could not have happened. Let's roll for initiative. Let's roll for initiative.
It grabs you and drags you away, and you die. Wait, actually, we forgot to roll.
It does work exactly the way I just said. So.
Oh
Okay.
no!
Why is everyone rolling a d20?
Yeah, why is everyone rolling?
I don't know. Everard rolled and got an 8, and I got a 9, so we're good. But the crag cat is dragging CJ's bloodied body behind the trees. Your turn, group.
Edmund Brycine, food for cat.
I guess
Yeah.
I should try and engage it in hand-to-hand combat.
Or shoot it.
Yeah, you can shoot it.
Better at shooting it, aren't you?
Shoot her!
I'm good at both slashing and shooting.
I would go for that trick shot and use your bardic inspiration.
Oh, okay. That could be cool. So the bardic inspiration,
The D6.
You get an extra d6.
an extra D. Oh, let's do that.
It's a bit of a crapshoot.
Well, I'm going to go and
Go for the big shot here.
25. I don't want to stand right next to it because that will mess up my shot. I'll stand here.
You don't want to go there because you're adjacent to it.
Oh, I didn't want to be. Yeah, I'll
You
be
probably
here.
want to be here.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Go ahead.
And I get to add D6 to this if it misses.
Yep. Well, you don't know if it'll miss, but yeah.
No,
Yes.
no.
Is that music I hear? But could we turn it up a little? Like,
Louder?
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't really hear it.
I don't know how loud it is on the
I
stream.
I don't think you should have used that. I
I
don't think it was
think
going
you
to
should
hit
use
even
that,
if you got a 6.
Could have got another 6. Could have got 12.
12. I don't think 12 would have hit.
Yeah, we didn't have 12 would have
The
missed.
lowest that we've hit with was a 14 so far.
Oh. Well, I didn't hit. I missed again. I'm not feeling it.
You're not feeling it today.
Okay.
That avalanche really took it off out of you.
I'm still
I
tired
am-
from digging.
All right, I have a plan.
Okay.
Can I double move to it? Or-
You can, yeah.
All right. 1, 2. Wait, what is the plan?
It's okay. I get to go no matter what
'Wait,
3.
after you.
Joey's like 3 steps in. Wait, what's the plan?
Kill the cat.
Introduce yourself.
1.
Introduce it to your axe.
Yeah.
You don't have javelins, Joey?
What's up?
You don't have javelins?
No. I don't.
Paladin.
I just have my axe.
Can you throw it? Is it a hand axe?
No. It's not. It's a battle axe.
You have no ranged attacks.
I double moved, so you can if you
All
want to leave.
I'm going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, I'm casting Dissonant Whispers on it.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yes.
Or is it charisma?
It is Wisdom.
Nat 20.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Wise cat.
If it failed, it would have had to run as far away from me as possible.
Yeah. That's a great spell.
Well, then it takes 2 psychic damage.
Okay.
That's enough to kill it.
You wish. All right, let's go to who's left on your team here.
I think that's it.
Jarvis
Edmund,
got-
we need a death saving throw.
Oh, yeah.
Death save, Edmund.
I forgot to make a death save.
Oh,
That's a success. There you go. All right, so the cat is going to drop Edmund right. Oh, wait, sorry. Got to roll for initiative again. I want to do this again, right? See who goes first.
I'll go.
Oh,
13.
shit.
Joey
Oh,
rolled. It's a
okay.
19. It's done.
All right.
So, don't apologize. It's just whoever rolls first. That's it. We're just taking whoever rolls first. So, your turn, crew. I'll give you 30 seconds to discuss.
I think I should hit it.
You should probably kill it.
yeah, that'd be a good idea.
All right, Joey. Go
I
ahead.
don't have any spell slots.
How many hit points has this thing taken?
I believe 2.
No,
Yeah.
No, it's
Uh,
taking
I-
more than 2.
5. 7.
7.
7's
Here goes nothing.
not to be too meta about it.
Well, I could again try to give it disadvantage before.
Oh wait,
you go.
actually, should yeah, no, I attack it. I attack it.
Go ahead. Hey, look at that. That's a hit. If I've ever seen one.
Just shy.
You hit.
And here we go.
Oh.
Hey, plus 4.
Yeah, plus 4. So it's 12 damage. No spell slots, you said, right? Can't
Yeah, no
smite
spell
it.
slots left.
That was pretty good damage there. I didn't tell you the other creature was bloodied or not, but this creature is bloodied.
Okay.
Put a little doohickey on him.
Do I kill it?
It's bloodied. It's below half hit points now.
All
All right. The cat is going to drop Edmund from its maw and use its attack to swipe at Rogal, who has now presented himself as the biggest threat here.
21 AC. Beat that, cat.
A nat 20.
What is your AC, you said? 18?
21.
Oh, 21. No, it does not hit. It is going to use its movement to run into the forest, deeper into the forest. It's going to go 40 feet into the forest. You may take an attack of opportunity on it.
Both me and Edmund, correct?
Edmund's
Oh, I'm unconscious.
incapacitated.
Edmund is out.
Oh, okay. Sorry, that was rude of me. Oh, I did not feel it.
Okay. So it goes 40 feet into the woods. It's off screen, obviously, but if you have 40 feet of sight, do you have 40 feet of sight from where you are?
I don't think so, honestly.
Yeah, because you were looking on what's his name's lantern, right? So I think you're 40. Yeah, it would be 40 feet. It would be further than your sight you could see.
Can I take some steps towards it and try and shoot one last arrow at it?
Sure, you can move. If you move to the edge, you'll see that it is there. I'm just going to put it arbitrarily below you, but you can see it. It's not actually here. It's
All right.
just to represent that you can still see it.
I'm gonna shoot one last. It's running away, right?
It is running away. Yes.
I'm gonna shoot one last arrow at it while it's running away. Let's go for the
big shot.
let's go for the big shot because I want to kill it.
Sure.
If
Do
it
it.
misses, it misses.
Yeah.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
We
It misses.
a while then.
It would have missed anyway now. So
Okay.
Well, with your hunter's mark on it, we can track it for 8 hours.
Yeah, you can track it. You can track that sucker down.
We can let
Alright,
it get
well-
away and find it.
Alright.
Well,
So,
b-
do you
before
want to do
another
anything?
death save is made, I'm going to cast Healing Word
Okay.
on Edmund.
All right. So I'm gonna say we're out of combat at this point, unless you want to track it.
7 hit points.
We're good.
I think we're good, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm gonna roll for my arrows.
Nice.
I
So you
lose
got 3
one.
back. Yep.
I'll be right back and grab some water.
Okay. All right, everybody. How do you want to recoup here?
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna hold my head because I have like a really splitting headache from all the blood loss. And I'm gonna thank Fladrian for his help and healing me back to a reasonable amount?
Of course. What would you be without your best friend?
The Three Musketeers.
The Three Musketeers
And Rogel.
All right, so Garrett and Jarthra, they again thank you for basically saving their lives for a second time, and they're going to head back down now to back to Targos, or excuse me, not Targos, Caern, to get him some healing because his leg is badly injured. So she's going to take him down, and he says, "Please find the rest of my group. I could not live with myself if I let them die here on the mountain."
What were their names, by the way?
He's just about to tell you. So he's with a Goliath named Mokingo Growling Bear. Okay. He is with. There is also a female Lightfoot halfling named Perilu Fishfinger. You don't want to know how she got that name.
I'm not going to ask.
Pretty sure I have to get it.
I have an idea, but I'm not going to discuss that.
It's actually her. It's her given name. It's her last name.
What were they thinking?
And then there's also Astrix, not asterisk, Astrix, a female tiefling. Yeah,
Is
he
that the
says
symbol asterisk or asterisk the word?
so. It's Astrix. Astrix is a female tiefling. He doesn't know much about her. She's the quiet one. She mumbles to herself a lot, though, and she swears quite a bit.
She's
Are
also
they lovely? Are they nice people?
Perilu is fine, and Mokingo is. He seems determined. He said he's searching for someone named Oya Minartok. I'm not exactly sure what he wants with this person, but he says he needs to test his mettle. That's all he's been saying, and that's why he wanted me to take him to the summit here at Kelvin's Cairn to meet Oya Minartok and test his mettle.
How do you spell that? QWXRZ. Just kidding. It's spelled exactly how you think it would be spelled, Stefano. The first name.
Oyaminiartok, obviously.
Right.
It's exactly how you think it would be spelled. Oya Minartok. And Mokingo is looking to test his mettle against Oya Minartok.
Why do you seek to test the metal?
I don't know. I'm just a guide. He said he needed to get to the top of the summit. I really didn't ask him much more about his mission.
Not like metal, MEATL. Metal,
No.
ME.
Yes.
Do you know anything about
TTLE.
crag cats and their layers up in this?
There's crag cats all around the mountains of Icewind Dale. You've
Were
just
these
gotta.
the creatures you referred to as yetis before?
No, he called them crag cats.
They did call
So
them.
the creatures that attacked you were crag cats, but the creature that did Garrett's that attacked Garrett's party were yetis, and
Okay.
he says that the yetis are far more ferocious than the crag cats.
How far in would
We do not encounter one further up the mountain.
Yeah, so
Hopefully
Jarthra.
nobody was able to destroy it.
Better
Maybe.
start going where we still have the light.
Yeah, it is getting closer to 2:00 now. I'd say it's about 1, so you have maybe an hour of light left. Okay.
Maybe we should camp here. Or, sorry.
Actually, yeah, sure.
Perhaps we should camp here for the night.
Sure. You could do that. Wait, for the night, it's
Yeah,
afternoon.
Then we would have to make like 10 Constitution checks.
I say we keep
Well,
going.
Not if you made a camp and you had a fire. You wouldn't have to do
Okay.
that. But still, yes, you would have to.
I wouldn't mind, licking our wounds for 15 minutes and maybe using a
Sure.
hit dice.
You could take a short rest. Yeah.
if
All right,
anyone's
heal yourselves
interested.
up.
I mean,
Heal
I'm-
yourself.
I have no spell slots.
Hit dice.
No, I know, but I still have no spell slots.
Oh well, that's not gonna happen.
I
That's not gonna happen.
hit dice. So
You have no hit dice?
when we take a long rest, do we get hit dice back or no?
Half, like a normal long rest.
Okay, so yeah, so when we stayed overnight back in
Caern.
Koenig, we would have got half back.
Yep.
Okay, so I have all my hit dice back then.
Okay. So then you're good to go. You have some hit
I'm
dice
good
to spend.
take a 15-minute break and roll a hit die.
Sure.
And whenever anyone uses hit dice, they also get to do an extra d6 for a Song of Rest.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that.
Not that you need it.
Don't need to though, because I'm at full HP.
All right. So now you're all at full, or at least you're ready to move on, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you're heading over here to the section that is more perilous of a climb. I'm going to need. There are some things you'll need to do. You have climbing gear, so you can zigzag your way up with climbing gear. You'll need to give me athletics checks to climb up the sheer rock face.
All right, let's do it.
Do we get advantage or anything because of climbing gear, or just a regular check?
Just a
I think
check.
so. Oh.
Yeah.
Ugh. At least it wasn't a 1.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I rolled 2 by accident. I rolled a nat 1
So-
So
initially.
you get disadvantage anyway.
Oh, you have disadvantage anyway? Alright, well, I
Exhausted.
rolled a 7.
All right.
I think
So the failure is not like you slip and fall and die. It's you're going at a slow enough pace to make it up there safely. So unfortunately, I'm going to need another Constitution saving throw for the cold, for the group. Unless you want to go up there without Joey and leave him behind.
Well, I probably failed with an 8 too.
Oh, well then there you go. So I thought it was just Joey. No, so Flair, you
And-
failed as well.
Edmund
Everard
got a
passed.
2.
You also failed.
Everard passed. Oh, Edmund, you got a 2. Oh, wait.
I got a 10.
Why are there so many rolls?
There's were we all rolling, right?
Yeah, I see yours now. I see yours. Oh,
Oh.
Joey rolled twice. I said that's right. You said you rolled twice.
Yeah.
Never mind. I apologize. So it looks like the only person that passed is going to be Everard. Okay.
Yeah.
With a
Yeah.
So 10 passes, that's crazy.
10 passes. Yep. It's a 10 athletics check.
Not do it.
Oh wow. Actually, this is even worse than I had thought because you all have 3 failures of the group, right?
Yeah.
So we need you making your Constitution saving throw. So it looks like Flair succeeded, Edmund failed, and Everard, you need to take one as well.
Oh, but I passed the.
No. You have to still take it the time you're out in the cold. It's the cold that you're
Oh, right, yeah.
taking the
Got
check
it.
for. So
Because we failed as a team, we
Yeah.
have to suffer as a
13.
yeah. So you're fine. So Edmund, you take another level of exhaustion. Okay.
Love it.
And any party member who failed their athletics check also gets an additional level of exhaustion.
Oh, cool. Love it.
So
We're gonna
right
die
now,
out here.
Edmund, you are at 3 levels of exhaustion, correct?
You can die from exhaustion, just straight up die.
Yes,
Yeah.
you can.
It's like, what, level 6?
6.
Yeah.
So I have disadvantage on ability checks, my speed is halved, and I have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm at
Oh.
2.
Future. Were we supposed to have advantage on that Constitution save?
Oh, wait, now I'm
Yeah, because we got warm weather gear.
Oh yeah, the warm weather gear you still get. That was the hour-long cold check. The con check was for cold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I passed.
Okay. But you do lose one because you failed the climbing check.
Yeah, the
And that's speed half.
So your
you're
speed
actually
is
at 4 levels of exhaustion because so because you're in cold weather clothing gives you advantage, but because you had an extra level of exhaustion for failing the athletics check, that puts you at 3, which means your advantage becomes disadvantage.
no. Wait,
No,
hold
no,
on.
no, no, no.
Hold on. He passed the cold check.
Yep.
And so the level 2 exhaustion is speed halved, not disadvantage on saving throws.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Although, if I had told you that you need to give me the first check, the climb check first. Actually, I did tell you to give me the climb check first, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I failed it.
It was ambiguous.
Yeah,
No.
it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Not ambiguous.
Doesn't matter.
We
You're
have
right.
it on tape.
No, it's still 6 to 1.
I have
doesn't
a, I have a
matter.
suggestion. Let's just start over from the climbing.
So- So-
I'm at 2 levels of exhaustion.
2 levels of exhaustion. Yes, I'm following with you.
So
So,
I'll do the climb check. So I'm at an additional level of exhaustion.
Yep.
That only halves my speed,
correct.
and then it was the con check.
Yep.
But I still had advantage
Because of
it's a
cold
saving
weather
throw.
clothing. Yep.
And
Right.
I passed that with an 18, not
Right.
not failing with a 3.
Correct.
I see.
Yep.
I see.
Yeah, so everything checks out. You're all good. So, Everard, you're at 2 levels of exhaustion. What level of exhaustion are you at, Rogal?
I'm at 3.
You're at 3 levels of exhaustion.
I'm not
and
exhausted at all, right?
I don't remember. I don't recall.
No,
you
I haven't
failing
failed
anything.
anything.
Flare is at 1 or no?
1.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
1 from the failed climbing check.
So you're all at different levels of exhaustion right now. You're all at.
I'm loving
0,
this. This is my
1,
natural
2.
habitat, boys. Yes,
Yeah.
bracing this cold.
Yeah. All right. So at this point, you zigzag your way up the mountain. I'm going to reveal more area here. Following the path that Jarthra and Garrett kind of told you about, you come to a cave opening. All right. Up ahead on your left is a 15-foot high, 10-foot wide cave mouth. There's blood on the snow some distance from the cave's entrance.
It's either a Yeti hole, a Cragcat hole, or the people that we're looking for are in there after they hid from the Yetis.
They could have
Those
been
are my 3 options.
they could have been exhausted and dug a hole.
If it's a cave.
No, they
If
could be
the
resting in the
Cragcat-
cave.
If it's a Cragcat, you should still be able to know where it is with your
Oh,
hunter.
with my hunter's mark, right?
Yeah. Give me a nature check.
Me, right?
Yeah.
Just the normal check. Let me see.
Yeah, nature check.
No, I haven't got much nature. 5.
5. Yeah, you don't know. It's very possible it's a Cragcat cave. Very possible it's a Yeti cave. Very possible it's another creature up here. There's plenty of other beasts in the wild. So you're not too sure. This looks like it's a natural cave, not dug out. So I mean, any creature could have kind of came into it.
I'm concerned about it. I want to investigate, but I'm really exhausted, and every time we have a fight, I go down.
Perhaps we could rest in the cave.
We can probably rest in the cave. The issue is that whatever lives in the cave might still be in there. If you guys want to go in and check it out, I don't want to go down again. I don't want to get knocked out.
This
Oh, yeah.
now this is not the direction that the Cragcat went, is it?
It is not, but it might have just escaped in any direction to get away from you.
I'm assuming the Cragcat was in pretty bad shape, so we might be able to be following its trail of blood, and this doesn't seem like the same blood.
Yeah. Wait. Do we know any animal tracks around this cave? Can we investigate or?
Yeah, you can give me a survival check or a perception check to notice tracks.
Everard, would you mind trying to find if there are any animals or tracks?
Place
got
yourselves to the left. There's the cave entrance right here. I just revealed it. It's like a separate map on the same map.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Place your characters there.
Here. Wait, oh, I can't.
Yeah, I can't move past that wall.
Yeah, his wall.
I'll move you then. I'll move you.
I had no problem.
It's magic.
Okay.
What sorcery is this?
All right. So,
There's 2 of me.
that is the cave entrance.
Well, there's 2 of you now.
So we're going in.
Yeah, I go in.
Okay.
And
Place
I
yourselves
say,
in
hello.
Yes. Hello.
I'm gonna turn on, now that we're all in here, I'm gonna turn on the darkness, the lighting, I mean. Alright, so if you lose sight, I'll give you some sight in a second.
There we go.
Did you lose sight, Joey, or are you good?
Ah!
You lost sight, I take it?
Yeah, can't see anything.
Quiet. Rogal, quiet.
I'm actually just gonna give you 5. I'm actually just gonna give you 5 feet because Everard's the one that has the lantern, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make him actually emanate light rather
Wait,
than.
did they? Yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him emanate the light rather than you see.
Did I not? Did we not buy 2 lanterns?
No, you brought a torch. Oh no, you might have had a lantern. You might have had a lantern. Did you want to use your lantern too then, or are you using your shield?
I'm definitely using my shield.
Well, then you're not holding a lantern then.
Well, you can hold the lantern in your axe hand, and then you have to drop the lantern.
You could
to
do
your
that.
axe.
Yeah,
I'll give you-
I'd like to do that. I think.
I'll give you the sight then. I'll give you the
hold
sight.
my X.
What about
X
now?
down.
What about now?
Yeah, this is cool.
The shield is harder to put on than the axe.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. You see now. Okay,
You can always drop the lantern.
you're good.
Place
Okay.
it gingerly down. Just
Gingerly
so-
down.
Place
start
yourselves
throwing-
where you'd like to go in the cavern.
Yeah, I go here.
The cave has a 20-foot high concave roof. Most of the floor in this area has fallen away, forming a chasm that goes down. If you were to look, it would be even hard for most of you to discern how far it goes down. There is a natural stone bridge, though, that does appear to cross through the chasm.
This
There's
one
an
right
ice
here.
bridge. Wait, no, there's an ice bridge over here.
I put on my crampons.
So on the left side, there is a thick sheet of ice that
This is
spans
crampons.
the chasm. Yeah, so there's like an ice bridge here, and then there's a rock bridge to the right.
Which way is the blood going?
Give me a survival check or a perception check. I would take either here. Actually, no, probably should be survival, I think, because you're kind of.
How many of us should take it?
Anybody that would like to can take it.
Alright.
Everard, you see it. Headed across this more solid rock bridge.
The blood leads this way, boys.
Yes, I
Let's consider
concur.
this.
It seems to be more like drips of blood rather than like a smearing of blood. But
Oh.
it does go this way.
I walk over there.
Okay, move your characters.
Boop.
Are you at all trying to be quiet, or are you trying to
I am
get there
not quiet.
quickly?
He is
Okay.
shouting, hello? Leading thing.
All right, so then move yourselves ahead as far as you'd like.
I'm gonna go over to these bones over here.
Okay, so yeah, let me explain to you what you see on the floor there. So, the floor. Yeah, stay about right here. Okay, the floor of this 10-foot high tunnel that you've entered is strewn with bones. Bones littering the floor. There is also bits of flesh still clinging to the bones. There is a body that looks like it was dumped off here. The body of a Goliath.
Oh boy.
Except its head has been ripped from its shoulders.
Ugh.
Alright.
I go examine the head.
Everard is like, good.
Give me a medicine check, Joey, and anybody else who wants to inspect any of the bones, you can give me
No.
a nature check.
Looks like he's dead.
I believe he's been decapitated.
Cause of death, loss of head.
I believe this man's been decapitated.
Actually, Joey, the head is not there. There is a little niche that's dug out of the wall, and the head looks like it's been placed there.
I rolled a 17 for medicine.
So it looks like whatever did this probably ripped it off rather than like cut it off or gnawed it off. It was probably literally
Just
ripped from its head. The way that the skin severed and the spine detached. It looks like it was literally ripped off. Yeah.
I look to my compatriots and I say, "Oh, whoever did this has the strength of many men. We should be on guard."
So, Edmund, I see you got a survival. Oh no, that was from before, wasn't it? Nature check from Flair.
I got a 17 for nature for the bones.
There's a lot of other bones there, and they're probably all different sorts of animals, except you can tell one set of skeletons is not an animal. It looks like a humanoid creature.
Like a halfling?
That would be challenging to tell off the bat.
Could also be a child.
Is there anything, if we search the Goliath's body, is there anything of use?
Yeah, there's some items on his person. Joey, as you're looking at the head and you kind of see it in that little niche, when you reveal your lantern up to the wall, you actually notice that there are about 7 other niches carved into this wall with various different humanoid heads placed there. Some at different stages of decay. Some are basically frozen solid at this point. But it looks like there's this is a trophy room.
Oh boy, we should probably turn back.
I have a feeling, oh yeah, Minotaur won this battle.
I peer around the corner over here.
Sure. So, Joey, when you hear around the corner and you get a little closer to these steps, you actually hear some noise. You hear some like sniveling, like a crying creature, and you actually hear some like small, high-pitched, giddy. I don't know. It's hard to tell, laughing, but almost like a laughing, cackling sound. And when you get closer, you see that there is a small, tiny, little Yeti tyke here. And this Yeti tyke is actually kind of like pushing and rolling a small halfling female. And the halfling is crying as the Yeti tyke is kind of like rolling her around like a ball.
I charge the Yeti tyke.
Okay, let's roll for initiative here. Let's roll for initiative here.
Aww.
All right.
Wait, do we have time?
It's a good point, actually. Let's just say this: move your character in because you were charging, and the Yeti tyke is not. So move yourself in as if you were going to attack. Okay.
Oh my god!
And there is the mother. All right, so Joey Rogal charges in to save the halfling girl who's being rolled around on the floor by the Yeti tyke. The Yeti tyke looks at you and kind of wide-eyed shrieks as you charge at it, and you go in, and then the mother Yeti springs into action, and we're going to roll for combat here next time.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh
How many
god!
wolves are there?
Say it again.
How many wolves are there?
Quite a few.
I see.
Wolves.
Quite a few wolves. So yeah, so I think this you're probably right. It's 10:30, and we do want to make sure we keep these to about 2 to 2.5 hours. I feel like this combat could take a little longer, so we will wait for next. Actually, no. So why don't we just do this? I'm going to turn off the music, and we're gonna chat for a minute.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna chat for a minute. So just a couple of logistics for people watching these videos live. We did actually have a good audience on the Twitch for a moment. We had like 4 or 5 people at one point. Right now we have 4 watching. So yeah, I don't know who all of them are, but yeah.
Hello, watchers.
Strangers.
Apparently now because of the horror game, I am famous for the wig that I wore on stream. That's what Vile Plumes is saying. Couldn't tell who I was without the wig. All right, well, there you go. This is me, what I actually look like. So we'll stop the stream here. We're going to meet back. We're actually going to be taking next week off. We do play on Tuesdays, and next week is election day. And so if we wanted to, go to a land of eternal darkness and peril, we can just watch CNN that night. I'm sure that will be basically the same thing. So we're gonna take the week off. It's election day. I feel like there's just gonna be a lot of confusion, and it's a busy week for Stefano and I as well at work. So I think we'll just take next week off, but we will pick up again to our normal schedule in 2 weeks with the Icewind Dale crew. But I do have 2 videos that I plan on making to kind of hold everyone over. I have a Madness and Sanity video that I'm literally driving myself crazy making. So that will be coming out very soon. Hopefully this weekend I can get that out. That's going to show what sanity rules we use during our horror campaign. And then I actually am thinking of doing a review of the fitting for Tuesday, the End of the World RPG that I've played many times now. I love it. So I think I might have those 2 videos coming out very, very soon. Editing, I have found, takes forever. Takes a very long time. So, but I'm getting better at it. I'm getting faster at it. So I'm hoping to get those videos out within the next week. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. That way you can make sure that you are alerted whenever we go live with the video. We are streaming on Twitch as well, so you can check out our Twitch stream at twitch.tv/Tabletop Bob. All right. Do you have any things to say, group, before we sign off?
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button.
And thanks for watching.
See you on the tabletop.
That's my line. Stay classy, San Diego.
Do it with flair, people.
What the Rock is cooking.
All right, everybody. We're going to sign off. See you on the tabletop for real this time. Bye.